Welcome back to The Real Room. I'm your host, Lucretia Mitchell. And on this episode, we're sitting down with a man whose story is as layered as the community he's poured into for decades. Corey Scissorhands Sutter. Corey picked up his first pair of clippers in 1987, and what started as a simple tool quickly became the foundation of a career, a calling, and eventually a movement. From that moment forward, the barbershop became more than a workplace. It became a platform where culture, conversation, and community all collided. Corey was raised in Atoka, Oklahoma. He went on to attend East Central University and later served in the military, stationed in San Diego. His time in service added discipline and perspective, sharpening the values that would define his leadership both inside and outside the shop. Life then carried him to Bakersfield, California, before bringing him back to Oklahoma, where he established Faintin Up, a shop that's become a cultural staple in the state and a home for the University of Oklahoma football family. Beyond the chair, Corey is a devoted husband, father of two sons and two daughters, and a proud grandfather. For him, family is the heartbeat of everything, every fade, every decision, every legacy he continues to build. Scissorhands is more than a barber. He's a businessman, a veteran, a mentor, and a cultural anchor who's left his mark on Oklahoma and beyond. His story is about resilience, reinvention, and the power of using your gifts to serve others. On this episode, we're diving into his journey, the lessons, the challenges, and the legacy he continues to shape for generations to come. Let's get into it. Welcome, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm good. For those that don't know you, come on, give them if you want to, okay, the government name.
My real name is Corey Eugene Sutter.
Okay.
I have no issues. That's my name. And I'm going to tell you a story about, people and their names. So it's guys that I know. And if I say their real name, like, don't call me by my real name, right?
Yeah.
But I had a homeboy of mine who went to the penitentiary, right? And I knew two of his alias names. But on his rap sheet, he had about 11. So that just goes to show, when the people after you and they want to know who you are, they know who you are.
Yeah, they gonna find out.
So it don't matter. But everybody knows me as Scissorhands, so I answer to Corey, and that's what it is.
Listen, I call you Mr. OU at this point.
I got a homeboy named Mr. OU down in Norman too.
So I can't, sorry.
But you can call me Mr. OU, whatever you feel like you need to call me.
Okay. So we always do a this or that, but I'm going to do something a little bit different with you.
Okay.
I would love to know your predictions on the University of Oklahoma football this year.
Wow, that's tough.
Yeah.
We're looking good. The defense, defense wins championships, you know what I'm saying? We're in the SEC, so it's really, really tough. You know what I'm saying? And every opponent that we're going to be facing, other than we play Temple this weekend and we have to play Kent State. But other than that, every team that we play will be ranked.
Okay.
And I'm hoping we can win 9 games for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. If we win 9 games to the gauntlet we're going through, we got a good chance of making the playoffs. 10 would be great.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying, in the SEC, it's big boy football.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so you're realistic because...
Very much so.
I live with somebody. He's not realistic at all. And you know my husband.
Yeah, so. I love him. Shout out to him. That's my guy right there.
Listen, I be like, sir, they are in a whole nother division. I don't know much about football.
But you got to realize a fan is a short-term fanatic. So that's just how I go. I mean, I used to be one of them guys where we're going to win it every year.
Yeah.
But, you can't get mad at a fan for saying that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how it goes.
Okay.
If you believe in your team, you believe in your team, and you're supposed to.
You're right.
So I'm not mad at nobody.
Okay.
And I want to say this to clear up the air to all you people out there.
Come on.
That has a problem with my Sooners because of the fans or because of this and because of that. We don't give a damn. Straight up.
Hey,
We don't
listen,
give a
you
damn.
heard
For
it. He
real.
said it.
We
I
don't give a
I
damn.
didn't say it.
So be mad all you want.
Oh,
We don't care.
that don't care. Okay. Okay. That's clear. Okay. So we got to give context of how we got here.
Okay.
Um, I've had a lot of people that reached out to me and was like, "You need to interview Corey. You need to interview Corey." And I'm
Mhm.
like, "Listen, that man is popular. He's not gonna come in the real room. But let
Nah,
me let me shoot my shot and see."
I'm a regular guy. I'm down to earth,
Yeah,
and I love doing this because, like I said, I have a story,
yeah,
and I'm the type of person that if my story can help motivate you, innovate you, and help you get closer to your dreams, let's put it out there and
yeah.
share it.
I
That's
love
just how I
that.
am.
Yeah, I
So I
love.
love doing this type of stuff.
Well, I appreciate you for
I
saying
appreciate
yes
you for
and
having
being
me.
here. That is the reason why the real room even exists, is to
Mhm.
be able to share people's
This is
stories.
nice in
Yeah,
here
the real
too.
listen,
The lights is all dim,
Yeah,
and
listen, shout out to Taylor. He made the
where's the
vision.
wine at?
Yeah,
We need
I
some wine.
know. Well, wine, cheese, crackers. We can do
Yes,
that.
yes.
Okay, next time. Next time you out here.
I got you.
When OU wins the championship, I'll
Uh-oh,
have you
y'all
back
heard
on here.
that?
Hey, I'm just saying. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So first question. After decades of serving others, how do you make sure your own cup is filled emotionally and spiritually?
For me, that's easy.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm an outgoing person. I feel like it's my job and my duty to try to help others
Yeah.
because I came from nothing.
Mm.
I know what it's like not to have.
Hmm.
So it gives me a great joy and a wonderful feeling when I'm able to help others. And my peace is everything.
Yeah.
So I always find peace, you know what I'm saying? When I'm done for the day, I go home to my family. I got a wonderful dog. His name is Cash, a little Shih Tzu, walking through the neighborhood. He gets happy when he sees me. I have some beautiful grandchildren. My children are grown. And just coming home and just enjoying myself. Cause like in my neighborhood, I got ponds
Yeah.
and something about water because I always would go to the lake and walk my dog and sometimes just take walks. And something about water just really clears my mind and just frees me up from everything. So I'm always gonna find my peace no
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah. I'm with you on the water situation.
Hmm.
Like if I could be around water all the time, that's my
Yeah.
thing. Like I'm
Yeah.
good. Water, yeah, here I am. And a nice view.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I love a nice view.
And I travel too. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
gotta travel.
Gotta travel. Gotta
Because
travel.
you got a lot of people that I tell them like this, like you don't want to spend your whole life going to work.
Mm,
Don't be afraid to spend money and travel. You
yeah.
don't want to look back and say it. Only place you ever went to was work.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at nobody grinding, getting their money, but you got to go see the world. You got to go see how other people do things, and that can broaden your horizon, and it can probably give that little spark that you need. You see
Mm,
something, and you can add it to your format
yeah.
and expand.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I love that. Tell us, because you had to get to that point at
Hmm.
some point in your life. You had to get to that mindset, right? At some point in your life. Tell us a little bit about growing up in Atoka,
Hmm.
and what that was like for you, because you talked about not always having everything,
Yeah.
right? And so explain to us, who was Corey before everybody else knew Corey?
The core you see now, I
Mm,
mean, Scissorhands. Well,
mhm.
Scissorhands is an outgoing. Well, that's
Right.
me. That's
Yeah,
just me.
that's you.
Period.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
When it's scissor hands, it's like I'm really trying to expand my business, grow my
Mhm.
business. Find a way to bring more business to my barbershop
Yeah.
and to my barbers. But Corey, like when I was growing up in Atoka, I had fun. Even though we
Mhm.
was poor, growing up like that, it was fun because, like I said, we were being kids. We used to walk out in the fields, come
Mhm.
home with ticks all over us and everything, and but it was no problem with us, And then growing up in my household with my grandmother, she was elderly. She raised me and my sister,
Mhm.
and my father was an alcoholic. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And it's crazy. I happened to watch him die because he drank so much. He had
Mm,
liver issues and
yeah.
everything. So it was real crazy. But like I said, they loved me.
Yeah.
And, it was like they did everything they could do to provide for me. Like they gave a roof over my head and we had food, but it was like we was poor. We stood in the welfare line, got the free
Yeah.
cheese, the milk, crackers, and butter. And the butter and the cheese is good.
Yeah.
I wish we could get that back. But
Listen, it was,
it
okay?
was it was times I wake up in the middle of the night, slapping roaches off my face,
Mm,
going to the kitchen and it's rats and roaches when you turn off the light. And but that didn't bother me.
Yeah.
It didn't,
It was the way of
it was
life.
just,
That's
I
what
was
you
just
knew.
used to it,
Yeah.
you know, and my whole neighborhood, it was like people, they had rats and roaches and everything.
Mhm.
So I remember I tried to have a little rat as a pet, and I named him Squeak. And my grandma knocked him out the hand and beat him with her walker, and
Oh,
oh,
Lord.
it hurt my heart. But I'm an
Yeah.
animal lover. I
Yeah.
love animals, and I remember one time my dad had bought me a BB gun, and I remember shooting a bird. And when I did, I prayed to the Lord and asked for
Mm.
forgiveness because it really hurt my heart. And I've always been into animals, and like coming up in Atoka, you know, it's a lot of fields and everything, so it's a lot of animals. And one thing I miss about my hometown is that you could look up in the sky and you can see the stars.
Mm. Yeah.
You know, I really miss that. And it's just crazy now. And I hate to say it, but you know, drugs really killed my town. It was
Yeah.
like people that I grew up looking up to, strung out on drugs. And, you know, when you got drugs running through the town,
Yeah.
you know, the mentality is different.
Oh,
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? With people, it's like the drive is gone, and I seen it. And that's the sad thing about my town, but it's still people there that I
Yeah.
care for, still people that I love. I still have a house down there. It belongs to me, my brothers, and my, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
passed down through the family. So I make sure I pay the taxes on it. I keep the grass cut
Yeah.
and kind of go from there.
Don't let it go. That's all I'm gonna say. As
I'm
a
trying to
person,
get rid of it because like
listen.
I said,
How many acres is it on?
it's a little lot. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
It ain't like that. And then like I said, my brother, it's ran down.
Got
You
you.
know, it's not worth nothing. It
Got you.
costs a
Got
lot of
you.
money to get it fixed. So, but I still maintain what I can about the house,
Yeah.
for the house.
For anybody that's like, where's Atoka, Oklahoma at? Where is Atoka, Oklahoma?
It's by it's between Durant, Ada,
Okay, yeah.
Hugo. Like I
Okay.
said, Highway 3
Yeah.
runs straight through the town. Like I said, you can take Highway 3 from Oklahoma City to Atoka, and it's like 3 hours exactly.
Okay.
Before they built the turnpike, if you was from Hugo, Idabel, and place like that, you'd have to drive
Yeah.
through Atoka to get to Oklahoma City.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's just what 45 minutes away from uh the Red River, you
Yeah.
know, Texas. Like my mom, they live in well, she passed away, but I used to live in Sherman and Denison back and
Oh,
forth when
yeah.
growing up as a kid. So,
Okay.
you know, I was back and forth from Oklahoma to Texas, and then my sister was living. I had a couple of sisters live in California, so I was going back out there. So I was traveling at a young age. Went out to Florida. I was a kid seeing the
Yes.
world. So
So you
that's
got
one
to be
thing about me.
exposed.
I've
Yeah.
seen the world.
Yeah.
Joined the military. Went around the world literally. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's dope, and thank you for your service, by the
you're
way.
welcome. I was
You
a
didn't
barber. That's what I
listen.
did.
You didn't already jumped ahead of me, but
I'm
we
going,
gonna
baby. Let's
listen. We
go. Let's
going. We
go.
going. Okay. So with you, you know, many people know you, of course, as Scissorhands.
Mhm.
You're on the news. We see you on TV. All of the things, right? How did your early days in South Oklahoma City shape you and make you kind of the connector you are today? Do you think it started there or it started
It
before?
really got me started because just meeting certain individuals
Mm-hmm.
and just being a barber. In a barbershop, you have all type of people coming through there.
Yeah.
And the barbershop, you have fun. You
Yeah.
have fun. So we're in there cracking jokes, talking noise, laughing. So it really, and I have an outgoing personality
Yeah.
anyway. So it really helped me. The barbershop is like very therapeutic for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the time, shout out to my boy Buddy. You know, he know who he is and everything. And I went to Galveston one year with all them guys, my boy Stuff, Buddy, and all them, my boy Popcorn. And so I remember I didn't know who the guy was,
Mm-hmm.
but I heard a guy on the strip, and I didn't know that they knew him. We was in
Mm-hmm.
Galveston,
Mm-hmm.
Kappa Beach Party. And I just hear a guy say, "I'm gonna kill me somebody." So I turned around and got to looking at him, and he looking around, and he just busted out laughing. Like, y'all know I'm just playing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this boy crazy. But then his name was Steve, or I shook his hand and we was cool. And I was like, this guy's really funny. So it really upped my character.
Yeah.
Where I can just have fun and let
Yeah.
my hair down. And it was no harm intended. It was just that the way he did it, he got everybody's attention.
Attention. Yeah.
So I was like, that's good
Yeah.
marketing strategy. It's just how you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm the type of person that I can take something from you, or whoever it may be,
Mm-hmm.
and it apply it to what I have.
Come
It's
on.
like gumbo, like a
Yeah.
big pot of gumbo. And this is my formula. This is my flavor.
Yeah.
And this is how I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. So you touch on a key thing as business owners,
Hmm.
right? You gotten something from a little bit of
Yeah.
something from everybody,
Everybody.
right? And you
Everybody.
add your own little
Yeah.
bits to it, right? And
Yeah.
you create this amazing recipe for it to work for you,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, in your opinion, there's nothing wrong with basically taking bits and pieces and making it work for you.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
the reality is you may take bits and pieces, and those bits and pieces may not work for you, right?
Mhm.
So, how important as a business owner, or let me not say how important, but how do you feel about people taking, and I say taking loosely, but taking what you have poured into them or what you're doing and emulating that?
For me, it doesn't bother me
Yeah.
because, like I said, as long as if you're taking something from me
Mm-hmm.
and you're doing it in a positive way
Yeah.
and you're helping out
Yeah.
others, so be it. I've had it where people will reach out to me on Facebook or my
Yeah.
social media and like they stole your post. Like, nah, they didn't steal it. You know what I'm saying? I done seen
Yeah.
posts and I done posted it. I done seen some things and I didn't like the way they said it. I just changed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's all about putting a positive message
Right.
out there to the public, to people, because somebody can take that and use it and apply it to themselves and make them better. Because
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, we're all human beings.
Right.
We all have faults. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? We all have done things that we're not proud of. But sometimes you can see something that can give you that little spark.
Yep.
So I encourage people, like if you see something that I
Yeah.
post, share it. If you
Yeah.
can use it, and take it,
Yeah.
so that's just me. I just don't, it don't bother me.
Yeah.
Just don't, I tell all my people, like, if you can use my name and get in a better place, use it. But don't mess my
Mm.
name up.
Yeah. Come on.
You see what I'm
Come on.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't go in there and say, hey, Scissorhands this and that,
Yeah.
and you get the job, and then there you go. You don't apply yourself to
And
that
now they
job.
looking at
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
had that before where I
Yeah.
hook somebody, I'm like, man, scissors, and I'm like, man. So yeah, I encourage, if you can gain off of me, gain off of me.
Yeah.
But just don't mess my name up.
That's it. I
Yeah.
I wish all of us had that mindset, right?
Mhm.
I am very much like, if this inspires you, whatever I do,
Yeah.
use it, right? Because the hope is that if you use it, you make it better than what
Yeah.
what
You
I
you
what I
gotta
did.
realize we all inspire people. We
Yeah.
inspire people that we don't even know we're
Yep.
inspiring. Like it's people that's inspired by you and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
And there's people that you're inspired by and they don't even know it.
Most definitely.
So, it goes hand in hand. So
Yeah.
I just tell everybody, make the best of it and keep going,
Keep
keep pushing.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
keep
love
pushing.
that. Thank you for sharing all of
Yeah.
that.
Man, we gonna make them feel good. We gonna make them feel like they gonna run
Listen.
through a brick wall.
Come
Don't do
on.
it. Don't do
Don't
it.
run through a
But
big
we gonna make
wall.
you feel like
But
you can.
yes, you can. You can do
Yeah.
anything you put your mind to. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So looking at your career, when did you realize you were doing more than cutting hair? You were building a legacy.
You know what's crazy about that? I gotta give a big shout out to my buddy, Derek Booker,
Okay.
Daddy D, Nitro.
Yes. I feel like
That's my
yes.
guy. I
Yes.
would always say this. I'm just a barber.
Hmm.
I would always say that. And he would always tell me, you're not just a barber.
Hmm.
You're not just a barber. And it never hit me like that.
Yeah.
But as time went on, got older, more mature, I started seeing how people gravitated towards me. I
Mm.
started seeing how like I could put something out there and people would show up to these events and people would just be there encouraging me, thanking me. And I was just like, it just made me look back where like, you're right.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do things and we don't realize the magnitude of it. But you have people out there that's watching you,
Yeah.
seeing your moves. And I tell people, surround yourself with these people that gonna talk highly about you when you're not around.
Yeah.
The people that's gonna defend you. when somebody's speaking negativity on you and they know the real you.
Yeah.
So I always, when he told me that, like I said, he just didn't tell me that one time,
Mm.
several times, because I'm just a barber.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, to this day, he's a great friend of mine.
Yeah.
He's out in Atlanta. Every time I go out to Atlanta, I hit him up. I'm usually in and out,
Mhm.
but I always try to reach out to him, and we hit each other, and we always encourage each other. And sometimes I give him good ideas about music, and he'll
Yeah.
send me music like, what you think about it. For
Mhm.
him to do that, that lets me know that I'm
Yeah.
more than just a barber. So
Yeah. Because
yeah,
he's sharing his heart.
yeah,
That's
and it's
his
genuine.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
genuine.
So crazy enough, a couple weeks ago, was out in Atlanta
Uh huh.
and I run into Nitro.
Oh, okay, okay.
And so he was the last person that dropped your name. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So
Yeah.
he was here. He flew in 2 days later and came and did the podcast.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
So crazy,
wonderful.
small world. And so it's funny because we was doing something and my husband heard him say something
Hmm.
and he turned and he looked and he was like, Nitro? And I
Yeah,
was like, how do you like, he was
yeah,
like, his voice is just unique. You just
yeah,
know. So anyway, that I just had to share that.
hmm,
But I thank you for sharing that
yeah,
because I think it's important to understand that we are more than just
yeah,
a title,
yeah,
right? We have gifts, we have talents,
yeah,
right? And you have been blessed to be able to use them in a positive
yeah.
way and impact and influence so many
And
people,
see,
right?
one thing about being a barber, we deal with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like your look and your image is everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the barbershop is the heartbeat of the city.
Yeah.
You can come in, like I said, I could be at a job working with you
Yeah.
at a regular job and I give you a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
But in the corporate world, a compliment can be sexual harassment.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a barbershop, if we tell you, sweetie, you look good,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I love about it. We can be who we are. It's just no disrespect.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about it. Come as you are. I tell people it's like we're a barbershop. You can wear what you want to wear. You can wear ball caps.
Do
You can
whatever
wear
you want.
sweat
Yeah.
sneakers. It's free to get in,
Yeah.
but you got to pay for that haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
but
part you gotta
yeah,
pay
you got
for.
to pay. But we also give out free haircuts. We just did our back to school event.
Yes.
We gave out the free haircuts, backpacks. We even had Mayor David
Hope.
Holt
Mm-hmm.
come through. That's my guy. That's
Yeah.
my guy. Good friend
Yeah.
of mine.
You listen, you know a lot of folks,
Oh
okay?
yeah, I build great relationships.
Listen. That's a great segue because I was gonna ask you about during the pandemic, you
Mhm,
paused Boo for Rent. So tell
mhm.
us about that and what led to that.
So it's crazy because like in the barber field,
Mm-hmm.
this is the first time we ever been shut down.
Yeah.
But the great thing about the pandemic, it was it shut down a lot of stuff. So it was good breathing.
Yeah.
Good breathing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You go outside and you can breathe.
Yeah.
It was very unfortunate that it happened.
Right.
But when it did happen, when they said we had to shut down, I had pity for my barbers
Mm.
because like some of them, this is all that they
That's their
do.
livelihood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see with me, the great thing about me, I have Indian in me. So I have
Mm.
an Indian card,
Okay.
which my children, they all have Indian
Yeah.
cards. I'm a veteran,
Mm-hmm.
got out with an honorable. I get my disabilities.
Yeah.
And I was good. And I had some of my buddies, which I'm not gonna mention their names,
Right.
in the NFL. And they reached out to me and asked me, was I good? I
Mm.
had two of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm good, but I'm more worried about my barbers.
Yeah.
But then the great thing happened. They did the unemployment. So
Mm.
we had got worried about that. So
Yeah.
all my barbers were able to go get unemployment. And the thing about it that was a blessing for me was when that did happen at the shop I was at, I was on 50th in May.
Yeah.
They redid everything. So they was only going to keep so many certain businesses.
Yeah.
So they gave me like 4 months to find a spot,
Mm.
free rent. And when this happened, I was able to get on unemployment. So that helped me
Yeah.
open up my business on 63rd and May,
Yeah.
Faintin Up, where I was able to use that money, put back in. See, that's one thing I do. The money I get, I put it back in my business,
Reinvest.
put it back
Yep.
in myself,
Yep.
and that's how it worked out. So it was great that that happened. So I know a lot of people that got a lot of money off the
Mm-hmm.
pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
and I know some people that went to jail too.
Listen, we ain't talking about them
So
people. Let's
I ain't
hear,
mad
listen.
at them,
Hey, you do
but
what you do.
yeah, but I'm just glad that everything worked out for me and my barber team,
Yeah.
and because a lot of people didn't survive the pandemic.
Yeah.
It's some businesses that's done.
Done because of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, just talking about business. In y'all's world, it is
Hmm.
a paycheck to paycheck or haircut to haircut
Hmm.
type job, right?
Yes.
How do you encourage your barbers? Because you said, you got ways to make a
Hmm.
living outside of this, right? How do you encourage them to keep going when there are those rough days when money ain't coming in?
I tell them like everything that you guys are going through, I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
When you just sitting around here, we're in a shopping center, walk around and
Yeah.
advertise the business. I done went around to Burlington's and like, hey, I got it,
Yeah.
and got some business over there. But everybody just don't have that drive in them.
Yeah.
So
You
that's
can't
one
teach
thing.
that.
Yeah, that's one thing about me. I've have drive.
Yeah.
I'm an outgoing person, so I can speak to anybody. So that's why I'm always pushing the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? I tell my barbers that when I do this, I just don't do it for me.
Yeah.
I do it for you guys too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I be on them so hard and I let them know like the reason why I'm on you guys, I don't want it to take you guys as long as it took me.
Hmm.
I want all my barbers to be bosses. I want them
Mm-hmm.
all to be businessmen.
Yeah.
And one thing about it, everybody can't be a boss.
Right.
Some people are just gonna be workers.
Yeah.
And it just ain't in you. And a lot of people think just by being a boss, you got all this money and everything. It don't work like that.
Mm-mm.
Like I said, I'm not broke
Yeah.
and I ain't rich, but them bills get paid
Yeah.
and my family eat and we eat
Yes.
good.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so you
Yeah.
just got to put that drive, that will, and then like I said, everybody don't want to be a boss.
Yeah.
Some people just don't want to go through the hassle because, like I said, I'm dealing with all different type of attitudes and
Mhm.
people. You know what I'm saying? When I come to the shop, and I make it a must when every one of my barbers come in the shop and they got their head down. We, as a collective team,
Yeah.
it's our job to lift their head up and let them
Yeah.
know that you're gonna be all right. We got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to, because I'm just curious, like we both run companies,
Hmm.
right? Are you pretty good at recognizing people when they come in the door and say, "Hey, I want to do this," whether they can or whether they gonna make it or not?
The crazy thing? Shout out to my female barber, Honesty.
Okay.
She can vouch for this. I can tell, not all the time, not all the
Okay.
time,
Okay.
but when a person comes in, I can just tell what they do for a living.
Hmm.
I don't, it's just a gift I
And you're
have.
talking about like the
Just
clients.
whoever.
Okay. Okay.
Like just when they come in and how they talk and how they
Hmm.
present themselves, I
Yes.
can just tell. And then you see somebody in a good physical shape,
Yeah.
they athletic.
Right.
But I don't know what it is, but I can tell my female barber, I was like, says, and then she'll try to challenge me sometimes. And which sometimes I'm not right all the time.
Yeah.
But I can tell
Hmm.
what you do for a living.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I got a gift, and I can just recognize people
Yeah.
because I've been around people my whole
A
life,
longer
and
time.
and like I
Yeah.
said, I'm not an introvert. I'm an extra, 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 extrovert. I love people. I love big crowds.
Yeah.
I love only time where I sometimes I just want to get away, relax, be to myself, get my mind right. But I love like when I go to them OU games. I
Yeah.
love going to the Thunder games. I just love being in crowds, and I get it because some people, you don't know where their mindset is at.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing about with me and my children. My kids are good. I
Mhm.
don't never worry how they carry themselves. I just be worried about an individual come in and
Mm.
shoot up the school
Yeah.
or shoot up the place or
Yeah.
anything like that. I never worry about my children,
Yeah.
But other than that, I can just read people,
Yeah.
the way they move, the way they act, and I'm like, you gotta watch that. You gotta
Yeah.
watch them. You
You
gotta
can
watch
pretty
them.
much tell
Yeah,
if they
yeah,
how
yeah,
they moving, if they
yeah,
for you or not,
yeah.
that kind of thing.
Just my
Yeah.
upbringing.
Yeah.
Like I said, I grew up in poverty.
Yeah.
So I can tell when somebody's up to no good. I seen a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Okay. Your response to adversity has always been grace. Is that a choice rooted in experience, in faith, or both?
it's both.
Okay.
Like, I've always had my faith.
Yeah.
One thing about faith, well, I'm gonna bring it up how I grew up in the church, right?
Okay.
I grew up in the Church of Christ,
Okay.
right? No disrespect to the Church of Christ.
Listen, my grandma Church of Christ, so
No
here we go.
disrespect.
I understand.
But the church I grew up in, um, wow.
It was different.
So you know the Church of Christ, the typical no music. They
Yes.
singing hymns,
Yes.
no pianos, guitar,
Mhm.
drums, and none of that,
Mhm.
right?
No instruments.
None of that. And I don't put this on the church. I
Mhm.
don't put this on the church. But the way the way I was raised in the Church of Christ that I grew up in, that if you didn't belong to their congregation, you're going to hell.
Mm.
That's the way I was raised. So I remember, you get so into it, I would tell some of my buddies, like, y'all going to hell. Y'all don't belong to my
Oh
church and
Lord.
everything like that.
Yeah.
But as time went on, I got older,
Yeah.
I started seeing some of the things the church members,
Mm.
what they was putting in my head, the bad things that they were doing.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna go into it, some of the things
Yeah.
that they were doing, but you know how they go. And so kind of walked away from church where I was
Because of
like,
that.
because of that.
Yeah.
And it was just what I saw when I was
Mhm.
raised.
Mhm.
So I was confused.
All right.
But I remember I went to East Central University in Ada, Oklahoma. I met this young lady and she invited me to her church. And it was like a holiness church
Mhm.
with the music. And
Yeah.
so this is my first experience seeing that. The lady was up there jumping
Yeah.
around, rolling on the ground. And I'm just sitting there like, what the heck is going on? Like,
Right.
so I was like, I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. And I just started looking at life where, if somebody's, excuse me,
You good.
if they in here dedicating themselves to the Lord, why is it a problem that you have to go to this
Yeah.
congregation? You have to go to this one. I look at it like this. At the end of the day, we all gonna find out when it's our time to go.
That part.
Because like I said, I feel like this. Somebody wrong.
Mhm.
You never know. And
Yeah.
then I always like, don't get me wrong. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was raised but I look at it like this too. When a wildebeest, antelope, zebra, or
Mhm.
anything on the wild,
Mhm.
when they're born, their instincts tell them they need to get up
Mhm.
because if they don't, they're going to get ate.
Yeah.
That's instincts.
Right.
But when it comes to religion, you're taught this.
Hmm.
Excuse me. You're taught this.
Mm.
So it made me look back at you got a lot of people that don't believe in God.
Right.
You got a lot of people that's racist,
Yeah.
but they were taught
Yeah.
to believe in all this. So I get it, but at the end of the day, I do believe. But I'm not mad at nobody that don't
Don't
believe.
believe. Yeah.
That's what you
That's
prefer.
between you
That's
and
what you
yeah.
prefer. Long as you ain't out here causing no harm, doing bad
Right.
things to others. But then you have people that's out here doing bad things, like over in them Islamic countries.
Mhm.
Like it's been cases where they feel like if they go blow up a building or something, they believe that they're going
They're
to.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's all the teachings.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, me and you can open up a Bible right now. Me and you or whoever's with us,
Mhm.
we can read a verse, but we'll all get a different interpretation.
That part. Yep. Who's to say one of us
Exactly.
is wrong? Yeah.
I respect everybody's opinion. If
Yeah.
that's how you feel, that's how you feel, but stand on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you realize you're wrong and it's not right,
Yeah.
you're like, hey, I was wrong.
Yeah.
So I respect everybody's opinion. Now, sometimes you look at people and you look at them like common sense just ain't common no
You're
more.
right. That ain't
Yeah.
making sense.
And
It
then you
ain't
gotta
adding up.
realize we're living in a world with a lot of drugs,
Yeah.
chemical imbalance with
Right.
people. You know, some kids as parents is crack addicts,
Mhm.
meth, and everything. So it's a chemical imbalance in their mind.
Yeah.
So I just gotta respect
And give
everybody's
people
opinion. Yeah,
grace.
give it to them. And like I said, if we can agree to disagree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna get mad at you.
Yeah.
You don't get mad at me because I've seen situations where church members from different congregations
Mhm.
all get together and they're talking and someone gets mad. I
Yeah.
had a story. Rest in peace to my buddy Derek. He used to always be at the restaurant on the East Side, Family Affairs.
Okay.
It's not here no more. But I remember one day I came in, they were sitting around, and he was sitting with these ladies. So went up like, hey, what's up and everything, and how you ladies doing, and everything like
Yeah.
that. So I was talking to him, you know, me just being me. This one lady, she was like, you have a gift about you.
Hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be cocky
No,
or
no,
nothing.
no. I'm
No,
not
but
taking it that way.
this is what I'm telling
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, hey, I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
And then she was like, where you go to church?
Mm.
At the time, I wasn't going to church like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a member of the Friendship Baptist
Mm-hmm.
on the east side, you
Mm-hmm.
know, beautiful church. Got baptized, that's my church
Come
home.
on. Okay.
So I was like, well, you know, I haven't been to church in a minute and everything like that. And then she was like, well, if you passed away,
Hmm.
where would you want your funeral? But I seen where she was going.
Yeah.
So, you know me, I clown and everything. And I was like, well, we could have a funeral at the barbershop.
Yeah.
She was like, well, if you died today, and this is what she said.
Yeah.
She's like, if you died today and you had to stand in front of the Lord and tell him where you served him at, this is a true story. Where you served him at, what would you say? Me being me.
Yeah.
I like, ma'am, I really don't think the Lord would ask me that because he know everything about me.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to my buddy Derek. He was like, how you gonna tell him son? And started going off. And I was like, hey, I holler at y'all.
Yeah.
And I left. So there's some people, I call them church drunk. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's some people that tries to beat you up with the Bible.
Yeah.
And my whole thing is like, don't beat me up.
Yeah.
Speak to me. Bring me to it.
Yeah.
You
It
know?
goes back to what you just
Yes.
said, being turned off from church
Yes.
because of the way people were living when they were telling you what they, you
Yes.
get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so we have to be careful of that. I'm a believer. I
Yeah.
believe God. I believe in Jesus. All of
But
the
you
things.
respect
I
everybody's
respect
wishes, what
that
they
part.
do.
That
And
part.
that we're living in a world where everybody just feel like they right.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be wrong. Like
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer. Like if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know,
Yeah.
I have no problem telling you like I'm sorry, I
Hey, I
apologize.
did that.
You know, it's some things in my past that, you know, as time went on, I thought about like, oh Lord, I did do that. Lord, please forgive me. Like I get to praying and everything.
Yeah.
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 Like, you know, and there's some people that I've seen in the past and they told me what I did and it offended them. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it. I didn't mean it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we can say something to individuals and they take it the wrong way.
Right.
You know, we living in a world now where it's you gotta have tough skin, but everybody don't have tough skin.
That part.
You know, you can say, like I said, I can say something to you and it don't bother you, but if
Right.
I say it to somebody else, it'll make them feel bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let me ask this because it goes along the lines of what we're talking about, being the influence that you are,
Mhm.
right? I think one thing, and I'm gonna just give you context, okay?
Okay.
What I get a lot of is, oh my God, you influence me, you do this, you do that, right? And I have to remind them, like, I'm human,
Hmm.
right? I am a person, I'm gonna make mistakes, I'm not perfect, right? Do you have any fears of being on this level and ever making a mistake or falling from this
Nah,
grace?
I don't.
Okay. Okay.
Because this is what you get with me.
Yeah.
I let everybody know this is what you
Yeah.
get. It's been times where I heard something about me. I'm like, I did that, but I didn't do that.
Right.
I did do that, but
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
You just got to be cool and comfortable in your own skin of who you are.
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't. A
Yep.
lot of people want to be this type of person, want to be this type of person.
Yeah.
You can if you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
But everybody can start off like that, but they don't follow up. They don't finish the process.
Yeah.
It's a process in life.
Yep.
It's a process.
And you got to
You got
trust
to
it.
stick to it.
Yep.
Like I said, I came from nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm always smiling and happy because like what I went through, and I tell people like this, when you think you got it bad, there's always had someone that has it worse.
Yeah.
So I know what the things I went through, someone had it worse than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm grateful and I'm fortunate to be where I'm at in life.
Yeah.
And I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm not waking up mad. I made a post today on my social media. I had to. I was walking my dog Cash. Shout out to my dog Cash.
Hey, Cash.
Yeah. So all on my timeline, just seeing a lot of negativity and all kind of stuff, and it's grown folks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying to myself, these kids don't even be on here acting up like that no more. But y'all grown. But at the end of the day, they are who they are. They are people, and I'm not mad at them.
Yeah.
But come on now.
Yeah.
Y'all grown. Y'all adults.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, if you look at my social media, you never see no negativity.
Yeah.
I'm always putting out positive vibes, trying to make you laugh. You know what I'm saying? Showing haircuts, showing how I'm a good time, enjoying life.
Yeah.
Trying to put out the proper information that can help you. Like I said, if they giving out free food over here, I'm gonna put that.
Right.
If they giving out free toys or anything, what's going on, I'm gonna put that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And that's what I
Yeah.
feel like that's what we should do more of,
Yes.
right? Unfortunately, we can't control others and
Yeah, we
how they
can't.
are, right? But I truly believe I'm just the person that's like, if I go somewhere and I experience something bad,
Mhm.
if I didn't tell you about that experience and that it wasn't the best experience, I'm not about to go blast you
Yeah.
on social media or whatever. And I think that's just the person I am, but it's also being a
You have
business
people like
owner.
that.
Yeah, I know.
I've been through that. I had a situation where this person had an issue with one of my stylists,
Okay.
but they didn't tag the beauty salon, they tagged the barbershop.
Mm.
And this person knows me.
Mm.
And I reached out to him like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Help me
Like,
here.
yeah, like, don't do me like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, some people don't realize that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, sometimes it takes longer for other people to grow up and
Yeah.
think about, and then sometimes they look back and like, oh yeah, I made a mistake and everything like that.
Most definitely.
So, I'm not mad at nobody. That's one thing you will not see me do.
Yeah.
Even if I had a bad experience at a restaurant,
Not gonna do it. Yeah.
I had a bad. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh Lord, don't say no
Yeah.
names, please, Lord. Okay.
So I was at this restaurant. And I was at the bar. It was lunchtime. I was at the bar and eating my salad and everything. So I got my phone and, looking at my phone. So this elderly white lady, and to everybody, because when I say color, you got some people that say like, why you say this?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if a police officer, if they looking for somebody, they're gonna name the description of the person.
So it's
I just speak
yeah,
just because I say if it's a black person, Asian, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
So I want to clear that out.
Okay.
So as elderly white lady, she was sitting beside me because I was already there 1st. So she had a problem with me being on my phone. And she got to going off about it and everything. I said, ma'am, I'm not bothering you. I'm like, and my phone wasn't up like that. We at the bar. Alcohol, but I'm having
And you're by yourself?
Yeah, by myself.
Okay.
So she got to going off, and then she was like, well, I'm going to get the manager. I was like, go get the manager. So she gets the manager, and I'm like, man, I'm minding my business and everything like that. And then they was like, well, hey, just don't say nothing to her. I'm like, I wasn't saying nothing to her in the beginning. So to make a long story short, She got the talking noise. And, you know, I was saying, look, I wasn't talking noise. I was just being slick.
Yeah.
Love saying little slick stuff. So she walked over to me and spit in my face.
Stop it.
Right-handed God. A lot of people know this story too.
Like recently, how long ago was this?
About a year ago.
Oh my
About a
goodness.
year ago.
I mean, that don't matter, but I mean that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
But
what would
so
make some
while I was sitting down and she came into it, right? So my reaction, I did like that. So in the mix of that, I kind of grazed her by her face and gave her a little scratch. But I jumped up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just my reaction.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I got spit in the face. That's
Yeah.
degrading. So I jumped up and I remember this guy. And see, this is how God works. It was this white guy at the other end. He said, no.
He
and
saw
I
it.
caught myself. I caught myself. But they had it on camera and on tape.
Yeah.
But I chose not to go back to that restaurant anymore.
Ooh.
I'm not even tripping on it, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, you never know.
Yeah.
You know, while you on this earth and you think everything is peaches, and I'm on my lunch break going to mind my business.
Yeah.
You know, so
I'm curious after that because I'm thinking about me and just all the emotions that would have ran through me at that moment, right? And then getting in my car and having to sit with that.
I was mad.
Yeah.
But see, this the whole thing about it. I look at it like this. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm able to have this interview with you. Maybe by me telling this story might help somebody else.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it would have looked bad on my part, even though if I would have hit her or spit back on her because she's an elderly white lady. I'm at this restaurant, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and I just looked at it like, I don't need to come back over here.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I would have went back later on, something worse could have happened.
Yeah.
The police came and everything like that, and we talked and everything, but I wasn't even tripping on it.
Yeah.
I just said I ain't going back there no more.
That's major. I mean, just being able to control yourself in that moment.
Yeah, like,
man.
but if it wasn't for that white guy,
Yeah.
and like I said, I thank God he was there because, like I said, it's easy. This is the thing that kills me with people. They'll always say what they will and what they will do in a situation.
Right.
The whole thing about it, there's times that you will do this, but when it comes to anger and frustration, you can lose it that quick.
Everything you've built.
Yeah, so by the grace of God, it would have looked like Scissorhands beats up an elderly lady. You know what I'm saying? Even though
Been all on the news.
all on it. Yeah, so
they would have had you all
like
on
I
the
said,
news.
we living in a world and we're tested. We're tested daily.
Every day.
You know, when you wake up and when you get out your bed, you putting yourself in danger. Yeah, when you walk out that door, you putting yourself in danger.
Taking
when
risk.
you getting in your car.
Yeah.
You know, that's just how life goes.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm up for all the challenge.
Yeah.
I'm a winner.
It's about what you do with everything that's thrown at you, right? So, and
I like hitting home runs.
Yeah, come on, home runs. Yes.
Grand slams. You feel
come
me?
on, yeah. All right, so let me ask you this. How do you balance being a cultural connector and being on this platform that you have while protecting your peace, especially when so many seeking your time and advice and or affirmation?
Well, I love doing it.
Yeah.
So it's like when you love doing something, if you love what you're doing, it's not work.
Come on.
So this ain't work for me. This is just something I love to do. Like I said, when the day is over, I go home. I'm with my dog, with my family, my grandkids.
You and this dog.
Oh, that's my dog, Cash. My dog is popular. He popular. My dog is popular.
I need to see Cash, okay?
You
Next
go to my
time
social
Cash
media, you'll see Cash.
Listen, Cash got to come next time, okay?
But yeah, it's just, I just love doing this. I love making people smile.
Yeah.
I love making people laugh. I love making people feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, when I cook, I get down on the grill. I can cook.
Okay.
So I feed people, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we shout out to Oklahoma City Thunder. We were giving out free haircuts for them, and they paid us. You know, I put a team together, some barbers and hairstylists, and so when I got the big check, you know what I'm saying? I split it up between the team.
That's awesome.
So what I did, I had everybody come over to my house, and it was a Monday, so I cooked. I had beverages,
Yeah.
everything. You know what I'm saying? Dominoes, and gave everybody their money. And I just enjoyed everybody eating my food,
Yeah.
taking the gold plates. And I just enjoy that.
Yeah.
You know, like I just enjoy life.
Yeah. And you got to. You
Yeah.
got to. We take life too serious
Yeah.
sometimes. So,
Yeah.
and I love that you don't.
Yeah.
Every time I'm sitting there watching the OU game with my husband and you pop up, I'm like, oh, I love
Yeah.
it. Like just the
That
smile and
camera
your
finds me.
energy. Yeah,
Yeah.
they find
Yeah,
you
they
every
find me.
time.
Oh, this past weekend, my head was throbbing and woo.
Really?
Oh, I was out. Game day was there, so
Oh,
I
okay.
got.
Yeah.
So last year, I was down there like 5 in the morning.
What time did you get there this time?
I got there like right before game day,
Okay.
8 o'clock.
Okay.
Because this year I was like, I didn't care to get inside of it. I was
Got you.
inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
I got the experience. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I got a bucket list, and
Mhm.
one of my on my bucket list, one of them was always to be a part of game day, be inside,
Mm.
to always be able to rush the field.
Yeah.
I did that. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
So this year we got down there about 8 o'clock. We was there. And I was there all day. I didn't get home till about like 1:30
Yeah.
in the morning. So I was there all day,
Yeah.
all throughout the night and everything. So, but I'm a
Listen,
fan. I'm a fan.
you are
Like I
a
said,
true
you
fan.
got to realize these guys out there giving their all on the field.
Yeah.
So as a fan, I got to give my all in that stadium, outside the stadium, and cheer on my team. Boom,
Yeah.
Sooner.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, with that being said, how do you feel about NIL?
I've always been the type of person to get your money.
Yeah.
I want players to get their money.
Yeah.
But it's out of control now.
Mm.
Like I said, one reason why I always love college football is because these guys are trying to get to the next level.
Yeah.
So now they get money, so they don't have to go hard to
Mm.
get to that next level.
So it's changed it up.
Then
Yeah.
change it up, and then
Yeah.
they can bounce to another team, bounce to another
Yeah.
team. And like I said, now you'll look up and you're like, who is that? Who is that?
Mm. Yeah.
So it's taking the fun away from the game, but I'm not mad at nobody for getting their money,
Yeah.
taking care of their family, and doing what they need to do to succeed in life.
Yeah.
But as a fan, it's different now.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to adjust. It's like this: if you don't keep up with the times, you're gonna get left behind.
That
So
part.
I'm not upset. It's just like a hassle because I don't even know my players no more.
Yeah.
Every time I look up, like, damn, he ain't here. He changed. Like,
It's a new
man,
person. Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
like I said, I wish him all the best.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can win that championship.
Come
That's the goal.
on. Come
That's the
on.
goal.
I got to go back to what you were saying because I heard manifestation just pop up in my head.
Mm.
You said you have a bucket list, right? These are things that you've written down, I'm assuming that
It's in my head.
it's in your head,
Yeah.
okay? But you believe it's going to happen,
Yeah.
and so these things have been happening. What is that like? What has that been like for you? Just being able to experience some of those things that have been here.
It's been wonderful because where I came from,
Yeah.
like, my parents never took me to no football games, no concerts,
Yeah.
no nothing. Like, they wasn't able to afford it.
Mhm.
I remember when we was growing up, when they got their little check on the first, we go to the Sonic, like we going to Mahogany's or something like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, for me to be a small town kid that's able to fulfill my dreams, do the things I want to do, it's a wonderful feeling. It just, because I look at people like, man, if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Because I know where I came from. And I'm happy I came from that.
Yeah.
I didn't, nobody had a silver spoon. The spoons we had was tarnished.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it just gives me a good feeling to know that I'm able to do that. I got a couple more things. I definitely want to go to the Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
another one I want
I
to
do
go to.
too. I
Yeah,
wanted mine is more to get dressed
And then when
up.
I tell my guys in the barbershop, they're like, Kentucky
The
Derby.
Derby, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's something I want to do.
Yeah.
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 So, yeah.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Oklahoma City hasn't always been a cultural
No, it
destination.
hasn't.
What has it meant for you to be a hometown builder who stayed when you could have left? Because you've traveled the world.
Yes,
You
travel.
lived in
Literally went around it.
Bakersfield.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, you've been all
yeah,
over San Diego.
yeah.
What made you come back and what is it like now to be here and experience what is now?
So I remember in 1993,
Okay.
I was getting out the Navy.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, I'm from Atoka. And I was like, I miss home,
Mhm.
but I didn't want to go back to Atoka. I outgrew it, you know, and it was nothing there for me. So I was like, well, I got family in Oklahoma City, my uncle, rest in peace, aunt, sisters,
Yeah.
brothers, cousins, you know. And I was like, I hit my best friend up, Cornelius, and I remember I had like $4,000 in my pocket.
Mm.
I said, hey man, I don't want to go back to Atoka, man. What's up, man? Like, well, you can come stay with me, you know what I'm saying, till I get on my feet. And I was just with him for like 3 weeks, stayed in an apartment with him for like 3 weeks. But I remember when we got here, rest in peace to my people's Terry. He picked me up at the airport. And mind you, I had $3,000 $4,000 in my pocket. And back in the days, 40 ounces was the thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't, we get here, we go get some beer,
Yeah.
and it's like 3.2. And I'm like, and then I said, come on, let's go downtown. We go downtown, and I'm like, where the black people at? It was crazy. I like
Nothing was down
every
there.
every major city I go to, I always go downtown.
Yeah.
But it was no black people downtown. And then I was like, and as time went on, all the black people kept saying was like, only time we go downtown is go to court, pay tickets.
Yeah.
But that was the mindset of
Mm.
Oklahoma City,
Yeah.
you know?
Hmm.
But to see where it's at now, like we're a city. You
Yeah.
can't keep the black people from downtown, you know?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
So I mean, it's wonderful. I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, I've been here. Atoka is my home. Don't get me
Right.
wrong. That's
Right.
where I'm from.
Right.
But Oklahoma City is my home.
Yeah.
Like I've been here longer than I have been in Atoka.
Yeah.
This is my home. I appreciate Oklahoma City for showing me the love, the people that I deal with,
Yeah.
the love that they show me. Because it's funny because every now and then I have people telling other people they went to school with me. And they tell me like, no, they didn't. I didn't go to school with them. Some people thought I went to Star Spencer. Some people thought I went to Douglas.
Douglas. Yeah.
And the crazy thing about when certain people started labeling me like I was from certain gangs.
Oh.
And I remember when somebody said, because like I know a lot of gang
Yeah.
members.
Yeah.
And when they said I was with a gang, I was like, why'd you assault what, you
Yeah.
know? And then
Yeah.
the funny thing, my buddy Anton, one of my old barbers, shout out to him, got his own trucking business and everything. He came into the barbershop one day. He said, man, this girl just told me that she said you the biggest drug dealer in Oklahoma City. And he said all he could do is laugh. I'm scary when it comes to drugs.
Yeah.
Everybody know that. But that just goes how people assume.
Start. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
When
like,
they don't know.
nah, I don't do that. That ain't my thing. I don't,
Yeah.
never been in a gang, never been like a drug dealer, never,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And, I done had some marijuana and like, give me this and,
Yeah.
but it's never been nothing where I'm not taking penitentiary
Yeah.
chances.
Yeah.
No,
That
no,
part.
that ain't my thing. That is not my
Listen.
thing.
Let me just say this. I wouldn't make it. Okay.
Yeah, that is
I
not my
know that
thing.
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me say this. When you told me you were from Atoka, I was
Mhm.
like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Because I thought you were from Douglas
Mhm.
this whole time, like grew up on the east side. I didn't have this whole story
Yeah,
in my head
yeah.
about you. Okay. So it's funny that you say that. But when people don't know, they just kind of make
They
up.
just,
Yeah.
they just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Tell me about your family, your beautiful wife,
Yeah.
all of the things, your kids. How is life now? Just being able, grandchildren. How is that?
It's great. It's
Yeah.
great. Like my wife, she's really the rock and the
Yeah.
backbone of what I got going on. Like it's been many a times I've come home and she gets on to me for the thing because I'm very outgoing
Yeah.
and I don't hold my tongue.
Right.
That's something I always had bad. Like I just give it to you.
Yeah.
But I got that from my mama.
Yeah.
She's like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not as bad as her. Cause she done said some things. I'm looking at her, but I get it and I understand it. So it's always great to have people to let you know that's not right.
Hold you accountable.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
and it's times where we look at ourselves like we're doing the right things, but we're not perfect.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, it's all about taking accountability. And you got to look in the mirror sometimes and check
Yeah.
yourself. And I do that a lot.
Yeah.
But through age, wisdom, and being around the right people, you can become a better person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to have the right people in your circle.
Mhm.
I have a huge circle because, like I said, some people say they don't have no friends.
Yeah.
If somebody tell you they ain't got no friends, get away from them.
Yeah.
It's like 8.5 billion people on this earth, and you
And you
mean to
ain't
tell
got
me you got
one?
one? That's you.
Yeah. Come
That's
on.
you.
That's
That's
a good
you.
point.
I had, like I
Yes.
said, I grew up in Atoka. I went to East Central University. I joined the military. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I went around the world. I met people from different places, different
Yeah.
countries, and built relationships. It's a lot of good people out here.
Yeah.
I tell my barbers a lot that it's a lot of great people out here that can help you get to where you need to be. But by you being the way you are and stuck in your ways,
Hmm.
you'll never meet them.
Mhm.
Sometimes you got to throw on a suit and tie and go to these
That
places.
part.
Sometimes you got to go somewhere you like, I don't want to go, but all it takes is that one
One.
person that can change your life.
Just
Like
one.
I'm always shaking people's hand. I'm always speaking to people
Yeah.
because like you passed that could have been your chance right there.
Mhm.
And then, like I said, in our field, we can talk to anybody because we got a career,
Yeah.
we got a profession that they can come to us and we give them a good service and provide them for that look,
Yeah.
that haircut, and everything they need. So, like I said, you just gotta people talk to people. But
Mhm.
I get it, some people ain't like that.
Mhm.
But I just by the grace of God, I'm glad I'm like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He like that.
I'm
Yeah.
like that.
That part.
They not like
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. Let's talk about just your circle and we're gonna wrap up. I'm gonna let you share whatever else you want to
Mhm.
share, right? But how important it is to surround yourself around good people that want to see you do well as they're also elevating. How important is that?
Oh, it's very important because, like I said, I have a lot of people that pushes me,
Mm-hmm.
and and it's a lot of people that try to. I didn't dealt with some people. Like I said, I had a certain lady tell me just the other day. It's crazy that I'm a magnet.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People see me on my social media. People
Yeah.
see me doing this, and some people are trying to take advantage of that. I didn't have people, you know what I'm saying, use me as an opportunity for themselves.
All right.
I gained out of it. But when we went our separate ways,
Mm-hmm.
I seen what was going on. They showed me a different side
Side
of
of
them,
them. Yeah.
and then like I said, sometimes you can have someone you dealing with, but they can let somebody else get in their ear,
Mm.
you know,
Yep.
and change the whole dynamics. But at the end of the day, I look at it like this. If it wasn't supposed to happen, it would have never happened.
Yeah.
So like I said, you can take things. Some people say you can take things as a lesson and a blessing. I take them for both what they are.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a blessing and a lesson for me. You know, I know the do's, I know the don'ts, I know the wills, I know the won'ts.
Yeah.
So I keep it pushing. So I ain't
Yeah.
worried about nobody. I got my own business. I got my own life. I wake up happy.
Yeah.
I got a beautiful family. I got a beautiful team. And I'm just thankful that people reach out to me and want to have me on their platforms and
Yeah.
everything like that. Because remember when you asked me, like, here's some questions. I'm like, you ain't got to send me
Say
no question.
that.
Ask me whatever you want.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, last question, and then we gonna just kind of. I'm gonna
You
let you
really
have
don't
it.
want to let this go.
I
You enjoying
don't. I
yourself.
really don't. I am enjoying myself, but I gotta, I
I know
gotta,
that's
I,
right.
I gotta wrap it up sometime.
Mhm.
Okay. What is it that you want the next generation to take from just your life and the example that you're living right now?
Go.
Mm,
Get to it.
yeah,
Don't let nothing hold you back.
yeah.
The thing that I tell people, you hold your own self back.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all got a talent, the goal is to get money off that talent. That could be by your brains, your hands,
Mhm.
mindset, your
Yeah.
athleticism, just get some money off of it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, be a productive citizen,
Mhm.
live life, worry free, enjoy life. When a problem comes, handle it
Yeah.
and get to the next one.
Yeah.
Cause they gonna come.
They are.
Yeah. Yeah. So like them bills, once you get on your own, you want to grow up so fast,
Listen.
get them bills. But one thing
Whew.
about it, I might have some cutoff notices, but the bills gonna get paid.
Listen, I'll be like, I'm in my 40s at this point. Okay. I'll be
Hmm.
like, Mama, Daddy, can I please come back? I'm tired of
Yeah,
being grown.
yeah,
Listen, them
yeah,
bills is real.
yeah. They
Okay.
real. They
And I was
real.
so ready to get out, right? So
Hmm.
ready to go live my life. And now I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this is a lot.
But you gotta realize as children, that's our
Yeah,
mindset.
yeah,
We don't
yeah.
know no better.
Yeah.
We didn't had it, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like I said, I left at the age of, well, when I turned 18, I graduated from high school. I went to college at East Central. I did 2 semesters. I
Okay.
came back home with my grandmother. I was with her for a year. I was working at a grocery store, and then me and my buddy Cornelius joined the military.
Come
And I was
on.
20 years old. He was 19. I've been gone ever since.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Mhm.
What was that the wheel like what made you make the decision to go to the military? Was it your environment and
Like,
wanting
we
more?
was just talking about this in the barbershop.
Okay, come
So
on.
growing up in Atoka, it was nothing.
Yeah.
Drugs. We used to get drunk and all that type of stuff, smoke weed. And was just nothing there.
Yeah.
And we just seen ourselves like it's no future down here for
Mhm.
us because they had a plant called, I think it was a furniture plant called Ethan Allen's,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
they took it away, but it's no plants, it's no good jobs. So one night we came in drunk, high, and what I always do when we come in, I'd always cook breakfast.
Mhm.
And so I was cooking breakfast for me and him. So we was in there eating and watching TV, and the military came on. Have you ever seen on Boys in the Hood when Ricky
Mhm.
was like watching the military
Yeah.
commercial?
Yeah.
That's what happened. So we
Yeah.
was just looking at it, and we looking at each other, and he was like, "You call him, you call him." And finally, he picked up the phone and called him.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we went to McAllister, Oklahoma to see a recruiter. Next thing you know, we was in MEPS, and then we went to boot camp in Great Lakes out by Chicago.
Wow.
But we talk about that to this day. That was the best decision
Yeah.
that we made because we were able to get away for free,
Hmm.
see the world for free, and meet some great friends for free.
Mhm.
And then, like I said, we did everything right, and we got our disabilities where if you do everything right, the military will pay you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, if on Boys in the Hood, I remember Lawrence Fishburne was like, the military ain't no place for a black man. I
Mm.
understand back in them days how we were treated.
Mhm.
But if you ain't doing nothing, few years of your life to go see the world for free and do it right where they pay you for the rest of your life,
Why not?
why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Because the reality is everybody ain't cut out for college,
Hmm.
right?
I
Every
did that, got in debt. All
Yeah.
I did was party.
Hello?
Yeah. So
Listen, I'm
yeah,
still paying for college,
yeah,
okay? You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, I'm like, why didn't I go to, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I told you I graduated in 2001,
Hmm.
okay, from Southeast. I remember a recruiter coming. And
Hmm.
my grandma and my mama sitting on that couch
Yeah.
over there crying as me and my daddy are talking to this recruiter. And they was like, a war gonna come and you gonna have to go. And I did not go.
Man.
Now, technically, a war did happen, 9/11,
Yeah.
right? God rest the souls. But I wish to this day that I
Yeah.
still would have went because
Yeah.
I truly believe it would. And I don't let me say this. I don't regret anything in my life.
Yeah.
Everything happened for a
Happened
reason.
for a reason.
But that's one of those ones where I was
Hmm.
like, okay,
Like
that
I said,
couldn't
if you
change
do it
it.
right, they'll
Yeah.
pay you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't pay for health insurance. I don't have to do none of that.
None
I
of
go to
that.
the VA hospital. Anything wrong with me, you know,
Folks, listen,
yeah,
right here.
yeah, for real. Telling you,
Listen.
for real. But I will say this: the military ain't for everybody.
And now
It
that's
ain't for
true.
everybody.
It's
It
not for
ain't for
everybody.
everybody.
I'm sure. I wouldn't
But
know.
I feel like if I could do it,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah. It's an option.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Tell us about the barbershop, all of the things, and then where people can find you, because I want to make sure.
Faintin Up Barbershop,
Yeah.
2800 Northwest 63rd, Suite 800. Styling Up Beauty Salon, 2800 Northwest 63rd, Suite 700. We at the barbershop, we having fun. We got TVs, cable, NFL channel. Like I set it up where when you come up in the barbershop, you ain't just on your phone.
It's
you're,
an
You're looking
experience.
around. That's the whole
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah.
It ain't just a place to come get your haircut. It's an experience.
Yeah.
Like I got all these pictures of me and celebrities, and it's funny when people ask me like, "How did you meet them?" And I
Yeah.
say the question is how they meet me.
Huh.
You know
Come
what I'm
on.
saying? So yeah, we got a good vibe. My boy D-Rock, my boy Tony Porter, Honesty, Duke, Bo, Troy, Jake 3, Mook, Don, KD, and KB. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And I'm my girl Honesty. And yeah. And
Yeah.
then my stylist, Aaliyah, Nisha, Tashala, and my daughter Danielle, she does the eyelashes and
Come
everything like
on.
that.
Come
So,
on.
and I just recently had a stylist. She had hit me up. She needed a place to work for a little bit. Dada, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess the electric went off at her shop, and I let her come up there do her thing.
That's
And
awesome.
Janae, you know what I'm saying? So
That's awesome. Is it a school, or it's just a barbershop and a styling?
just a barbershop and style, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I just
I
wanted
wanted to do the school thing,
Yeah.
but I just really wasn't. That wasn't my thing. It's got to be something I really want to do.
Got you. Got you. Is there anything that we did not put out on the table that you want to share? Anything that you want to talk about?
I just tell everybody just wake up and be happy, follow your dreams, and don't stop till it's over. Because one day you're not gonna be able to get up. You're gonna be in that coffin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to all my elderly people, move around, exercise. Because if you just sit there, your body gonna get stiff.
That part.
Stretch. You know what I'm saying? To my youngsters out there, all it takes is a couple of seconds to trick your life off for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And for those that believe in yourself, I can't personally tell you if it's a heaven or a hell, but I can tell you one thing: you're gonna die. I've seen it. So make the best of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? And if you've done anything that you're not proud of, you know what I'm saying? Ask for God's forgiveness for those that you messed over on accident or did it on purpose. If you realize it, let them know, hey, I'm sorry. I apologize, and just try to be the best person you can be.
Come on.
Yeah.
Well, sir, are you good with us ending?
Man, you don't understand. Good is just an understatement for me. I'm great.
You're great. Listen, Scissorhands want me to be here all day talking.
Now you want me to be here all day. Don't trip. Don't trip.
Listen, no, I appreciate you. I thank you for coming. It is truly an honor to finally
thank you for
meet
having me on
yes.
here.
Yeah, it's an honor. And I just love the life that you are living and the example that you are setting for all people. And so continue to be the amazing individual you are. Continue to smile. Thank you.
And I always rep your brand.
Listen.
What I got on.
Listen.
Yeah, rep your brand.
Listen,
baby.
I did this because, it's OU colors and, I was trying to, I was just trying to go with the flow, but I always had the shirt on.
This is your show. You good.
Listen, I can do what I want to do,
I
right?
know that's right.
All right.
She's so beautiful.
Thank you, sir. Well, thank you again. I appreciate
so much.
it. Listen, be you, enjoy life, and don't take it so serious. He is a living example of what it looks like when you live life out loud and just live it to the fullest. Until next time, see you in the real room.
Yeah.